folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics, and I'm bringing you a car which I think is destined to be a classic, but at the moment I'm afraid we can only refer to it as a modern classic in waiting. I'm really trying with that description. It is, of course, a Jaguar. This one is the X350. This one's fitted with a V6 3-litre petrol engine. And as I make this video, which is heading towards mid-2021, I think a petrol engine is getting more popular by the month. It's a handsome vehicle, the X350, and it's quite groundbreaking for Jaguar to have reached a stage where they still retained the look of the original 60s car in those glorious lines, which is instantly recognisable as Jaguar, but they've done it with an aluminium body chassis, and it drives so very different from the early Jaguars. I think it was the pace grace that was always dreamt of by the company's boss. Now, the grille is reminiscent of an earlier model, very retro styling, the classic twin headlamps design, and the fluted bonnet makes us think of perhaps the Series 3, but with large modern aluminium wheels. Now, this one's silver with black leather interior, and generally, having just looked around the car and taken the car for a drive, it's a beautiful car to drive, and the car comes to you with no known issues, no warning lights. It starts on the button. It's been well loved by its previous owner, who actually bought a supercharged Jaguar and traded this car in. So it drove to us from the West Country. We will supply this car with a fresh year's MOT, and it will go through our workshop and have a thorough PDI, which is a pre-delivery inspection, so you can be assured that it's in good shape for you to take on ownership. Now, I will walk around the car slowly so you can have an opportunity to look at the condition, and let's start with the back. Now, the back bumper is in really good shape. I can't see any damage at all to that back bumper right the way round. This offside rear wing, excellent condition, as is the top of the bonnet, very striking in this silver. The wheel arch and down to the door on the offside rear passenger side is all in good order. I've got some curving to the alloy wheels, so they would need to be refurbished to make them perfect. However, I'm pretty certain that you could live with those as is. I've noticed all the tyres appear to be in good order. The door is in good shape. If I get down real close there, I've got a little bit of a scar there, but nothing drastic, and I had to bend right down to see it. This is the driver's side door, good condition, nice across the roof, all the glass is nice and bright without being scratched. The front wing, a little bit of scarring to the aluminium wheel, and they've got these large 18-inch wheels. I think I mentioned good tyres all round, very handsome lines around the front. If I get in close, I'm going to see one or two stone chips. I've got 108,000 miles on this car. It last had a service at 105. It doesn't need any money spending on it. It's ready to just jump in and enjoy one of the best motorised armchairs in the business. Handsome lines, and I'm looking down the side of the car for any further damage. It's very nice across the bonnet, no damage there. I can't see that much on the screen. The side is not getting very fussy. I can see a very minor one there, but it's very minor. The back doors are in good order. I've got a little bit of a line here, which looks like it's a very minor scrape. Difficult to see it because it would polish out. And here I can see just a little bit of an indent here where we've got a minor dent. So externally, the car does present very well, and these cars have now reached a price point which is frankly remarkable, considering how expensive one of these cars would have been new. This is why we buy the Jaguar. bags there, isn't it? Look at that lovely leather interior, scrumptious. The back seats in fab condition, as are those door cards. I'm going to jump in. My favourite part is behind the steering wheel. Now, I used to have a Jaguar as a company car, and I had an XJ6 from the 1990s, and I felt so good driving that car on the motorway systems up and down the country. I'd arrive feeling great. It was back in the days of businesses giving you fuel cards, I must admit. I probably wouldn't be so keen to be running a V8 for 20,000-30,000 miles a year these days, but that was then. Inside, this is reminiscent of the Jaguar of old. Now, we've got that famous J-gate automatic gearbox, except these modern gearboxes are what you would have only dreamt of if you had an old school Jaguar. Super smooth. You've got a sport mode here, electric handbrake. This is some Bluetooth device that I've got no idea how it works, or if indeed it does. We slip the armrest back for the customary cup holders you never used to get in old-fashioned cars. And that's a centre glove box, which is quite handy. A nice little posh chrome switch and a nice damped glove box. The walnut effect veneer across here. The modern ones give you this opportunity to have sunglasses. You've got a full display here with navigation. You can connect your phone, air conditioning, stereo with a built-in CD player, all here. There is a radio code, by the way, and while we're talking about paperwork, there is a stamped up service guide. I've got a remote control locking key here that works perfectly well. There is a spare key. This car starts on the button and off we go. And let's have a quick look. Now, those warning lights need to be going off in a minute. Now, this one is telling me that I need to put my seatbelt on, so if I were to press my seatbelt thing, that would go. And I've got another one telling me I've got the handbrake on. That one's telling me that I really need to be putting some fuel in, and I need to fill up my engine coolant level. Now, I can assure you, before these cars leave us, all that sort of thing gets done, and I always suggest that you have a good look to make sure those warning lights come on and go out. So the car itself has been sat in storage since we've part exchanged it, which was sort of before the COVID time, so she has been sat with us for a while. So be rest assured that when we prepare a car for sale, all the wheels come off, the brakes are checked, everything is greased and lubricated. We take the car on a test drive. We make sure tyres don't have flat spots. We have an independent garage to us perform the MOT test. So we do pride ourselves on making sure a car is very well prepared. The seats are in really good condition. The interior is in really good condition. There's Jaguar fitted carpet mats. The headlining's lovely and clean. It's very, very fresh inside the car. It's in really good order. The car does have its original handbook. It does come with a selection of paperwork, which I've kept in the boot. That is in here, and yeah, got some nice paperwork and the dealer folder and old MOT certificates. So I'm going to have a final walk around this Jaguar XJ6 from late 2005 with 108,000 miles on the clock, a handsome motorway cruiser in what I can only describe as above average condition, because it really does present very nicely. This is a great car at a great price point to go and enjoy. She will come with a thorough inspection and a 1-year MOT. Well, this V6 petrol is smooth. I wouldn't say they are ever an economical car, a V6 3-litre petrol Jaguar, but actually considering the size, dimensions of this car, aluminium body and chassis do make a huge difference to the overall weight of the car, and these are comparatively pretty good on fuel. And if you drive this half sensibly, you'll be able to achieve somewhere in the region of about 27-28 miles to the gallon, where we all know if you got these modern Jaguars and you had the petrol engine and you had the V8, you'd be stuck at 18 to 20, and I'm afraid that was just a fact. So slightly better fuel economy on the 3 litre, but very quick, very quiet, and a real statement piece when you arrive anywhere in one of these lovely Jaguars. I think people do adore these lines. I know I certainly do. So she's in stock now. Please get in touch to secure this car. You'll be glad you did. It will go through a workshop and you'll be driving away in a very lovely mid-2000s Jaguar. Thanks folks, it's Danny at Bradley James signing out.